Hi, my dear friends and my dear students. Today I am going to discuss with you about the first lesson of SSLC class, a hero. Let me first of all I want to tell you a small story. Once upon a time there was a village, small village. In that village about 6 members group, young men. They are very close friends. They gathered in the place and they were challenging themselves. The challenge was there is a pond 2 kilometers far away from the village. The pond is looking like deserted area. There is no shelters, there is no homes, completely deserted area. And there is a belief of everyone's mind in that village. If anybody go that pond at night, the ghost will hold him and kill him. The evil will kill him. That's the evil's area. So everyone believed that. One day, those friends gathered in a place and they challenged themselves who will go there. He will get 1000 rupees award and he will prove himself he is a courageous man. And finally, one of the men get ready and he was about to go ready and he wanted to prove he is courageous and he wanted to get 1000 rupees award from that. And at night, about 11 o'clock, he left the place. There was a challenge that he took a stick, small stick, he put in the ground at the spot which were they witnessed, which they were told. There he put the stick into the ground and he come back. This is the challenge. And the man took a stick and about he was going. He was also so much trembled, afraid, fear and fright. He was also not have that much courage. Somehow he managed himself. I want to put the weight and come. I want to get 1000 rupees. He was thought himself that and he was going. So he was frightened too much. He was expecting every step devil will come, hold him and kill him. And whatever he listened, he heard the stories about the devils in his life. Every stories are remembering in his mind. And if the small tree murmured and trembled, he moved, he thought that the devil is came, devil is doing this acting. He was thinking like that. He was afraid too much. Somehow he managed himself. He reached the spot and it took the stick and put it into the ground. And he thought himself relief. I put the stick into the ground. I want to reach very soon as my friend's place, he thought. And he suddenly stood up from that place. Unfortunately, what happened? His dhoti was stuck between the stick and the ground. Already he afraid so much. He was trembling. Every time he is thinking that devil is come and hold me and kill me. When the dhoti was pulled him, he thought that the ghost is pulling my dhoti. He will kill me. I finished. He thought he terribly afraid and fright, fell down and he died in that place. This is the happen. So what is your opinion about this story? How the man is died? What's the cause? What's the reason of his death? The reason is fear, afraid. The man has gone by afraid. So this is the story about telling fear and courage. Here is a man. Here is a small boy. A small boy become a hero overnight. A cowardice boy become a hero overnight. So how did he become a hero overnight? So we want to study about this today. So let me explain about this lesson. First, Swami events took an unexpected turn. Father looked over the newspaper and he was sitting under the hall lamp and said, Swami, listen to this. News has been received about the bravery of a village dad who, while returning home by the jungle path, came face to face with a tiger. So this is the story about the conversation happened between here, the son and boy. Swami, he is a son, boy, he is a small boy, and his father. Swami and his father. The conversation happened in this story. Conversation is in this story, that is Swami and his father. So Swami was sitting on the sofa in the morning, and his father was reading newspaper, and he read the newspaper. The newspaper was telling that for Swami events took an unexpected turn. Father looked over the newspaper. He was reading under the hall lamp and said, Swami, listen to this story. News has been received about the bravery of village boy lad who while returning home by the jungle path came face to face with a tiger. Swami's father read the newspaper, and the story about that newspaper, a small boy was coming in a jungle path. Small boy coming in a jungle path alone. That time a tiger came to face. The tiger came in front of him. What happened after? The paragraph described the fight the boy had with the tiger and his flight up the tree when he stayed half of a day till some people that way came and killed the tiger. So the paragraph was telling that the small boy coming from the jungle path alone, a tiger came face to face him, and he faced the tiger. He fight against the tiger. A small boy fought against the tiger, and finally he climbed up a tree. He climbed up a tree and stayed on the tree for half a day, and some people came finally at that spot and killed the tiger. They came back. The boy was escaped from the tiger. So this is the telling that this story is telling that bravery about the boy, courageous about the boy. A small boy, how can he fight against the tiger? So this story is telling the bravery of a boy. A boy was fight against the tiger and he escaped from the death from the tiger. This is the story. After reading through this story, father asked Swami fixedly and asked, what do you say about that story? After the Swami's father read all the story, read this story and told him and asked the opinion of his son. Swami, what do you say about that story? What is your opinion about this story? What is your view about this story? Swami replied. Swami said, I think he must have been a very strong and grown-up person, not a boy at all. How could a boy fight against a tiger? Swami asked this question to his father. Father, he may be grown-up person and a strong person. That's why he fight against the tiger. How can a small boy fight against the tiger? Not at all. That cannot happen. So, if a tiger came to face a small boy, how can he fight against the tiger? It's not happen. This is maybe fake news. The boy sneered. The boy ignored it. Swami completely ignored this story, which the story father told him. Swami's father replied, you think you are wiser than the newspaper? Swami's father asked him, sneered him. Are you thinking that are you wiser than the newspaper? Swami's father sneered him. A man may have a strength of an elephant and yet be a coward, whereas another may have a strength of a straw. If he has a courage, he can do anything. Courage is everything. Strength and age are not important. This sentence is very, very important. Whole story is standing on this sentence. Listen to me carefully. This is very important. You think you are wiser than the newspaper? Swami, his father asked him, you are thinking, are you wiser than the newspaper? And his father told him. A man may have a strength of an elephant. A man may have a strength of an elephant. If he has a cowardice, he can't do anything. As another, a man may have a strength of a straw. If he has a courage, he can do anything. He can do everything. Courage is important. Strength and age are not important. Which is important? Courage and bravery is important. Strength and age are important. So his father gave him an example that if a man may have a strength of an elephant, a man may have a strength of an elephant. If he has not courage, if he is cowardice, he can't do anything. He has lot of strength. He has a strength of an elephant. But if he is cowardice person, he can't do anything. In another place, in other hand, a man may have a strength of a straw. Straw means a small grass. A small grass. A man have a strength of straw. He has a courage. He has a courage. He can do anything. So, courage is important. Age and strength are not important. His father told him, Swami's father told him about the importance of the courageousness. So, courage is everything. Strength and age are not important. Swami dispute the theory. How can it be, father? Suppose I have all the courage. What could I do if a tiger should attack me? Swami again asked the question to his father. Swami again ignored the story. He again asked his father the question that how can it could be happen, father? If a tiger come to face to me, what can I do? Can I fight against the tiger? How can a small boy fight against the tiger? Swami again asked him question. Again he ignored the story. It's not true. A small boy can't fight against the tiger. The Swami completely ignored it. Then Swami's father replied, what's that? Leave alone strength. Can you prove you have a courage? Let me, if you can, sleep alone tonight in my office room. That's you prove that you have a courage. So Swami's father told that this time, let alone strength. Let that alone strength. So you show your courageousness today. You show your bravery today. How much courage you have. How much courage you are. Prove yourself. So you sleep alone tonight in my office room. You can prove your courage. Father told him. Swami's father told him. It's a frightful proposition, Swami thought. Swami thought it is a very trembling, very frightful, very fearful proposition. Very terrible fear. How can he sleep alone at an office room? Alone at the office room of his father? It can't happen to him because he was afraid boy. He was not courageous boy. He was cowardice boy. He had always slept beside his granny in the passage, and any change in this arrangement kept him trembling and awake all the night. Swami was that boy. He was very afraid of the dark. He was very afraid of the alone. He was very afraid of going alone at night. And he was always sleeping beside his granny in the passage. If anything changed in this thing, he kept awake whole night. So he always sleeping beside his granny. So if it change anything, he always keep awake whole night. That's a very terrible proposition of his father. That's a very terrible thing. His father telling him that you want to sleep alone in my office room. It's very terrible for him because he was very cowardice boy. He hoped that at first that father was only joking. He mumbled weakly, yes, and tried to change the subject. He said very loudly that with a great deal of enthusiasm, we are going to admit even elders in our cricket club hereafter. We are buying new brands of bats and balls. Our captain has asked me to tell you. Swami told that before his father was only joking to sleep alone in his office room. He was think about that his father only joking first of all. But after the Swami's father very stern on that subject. He was telling again and again, you want to sleep, you must sleep alone and in my office room. Swami thought this time he is standing on his words very strong, and he tried to escape from the subject. He tried to divert the subject, and he find out some excuses, and he told that we are going to play tournaments, cricket tournaments, and our elders also play with us, and our team captain told me we are going to buy new brands of bats and balls. So our captain told me that to tell you. Swami told his father, we want to buy new brand bats and balls, we want to buy them. So our captain told you. He told his father. His father replied, well, we see about that after. We will see about that after. Father cut in. We will see about that after. About that subject we will see after. We deal that subject after. First, you come to our proper subject. Father cut in. Cut in means he burst out. He talked. He replied. He cut that subject and he told, you must sleep alone hereafter. Swami realized that the matter had gone beyond his control. Swami tried to change the subject. Swami tried to find some excuses to tell him, but his father was very stern on that subject. Whatever is that, we will see that after. First of all, you must sleep alone at night in my office room. His father told him again and again. Swami thought this time the matter is gone control up beyond him. He lose the control. So my father do not leave me. My father must not leave me. He thought that. He understood. Finally, from the challenge it had become a command. His father tenacity at such moment. First of all, his father challenged him. Now it has become a very strong command. His father is not giving him. So he understood his father is very strongly hold that sentence. His father is very strongly took that challenge. He do not leave me. He do not leave the Swami. He understood that. And he knew his father's tenacity at such moment. He understood his father's very strong hold that sentence. Very strongly stood on that thing. His father must not leave him. He thought that. He understood finally. From the first of next month I will sleep alone, father. Swami told another excuses. Father, leave me today. The first day of the next month, I will sleep alone, father. Leave me today. Swami asked again his father. Father replied, no, you must do it now. It's disgraceful sleeping beside granny or mother like a baby. You are in the second form, and I don't like the way you are being brought up. Yes, Swami's father replied here. Swami told, Papa, leave me today. I will sleep the first day of the next month. Swami's father told, no. You must do it today. You must sleep alone tonight in my office room. You must. Because it is disgraceful sleeping beside granny or mother like a baby. You are a second form. It is very disgraceful. Disgraceful means not respectful. It's very bad. It's not good. It's very disgraceful means shameful, shame, not good, bad. So sleeping beside the mom or granny is not good for you, because you are second form. Second form means you are grown up. You are grown up already. So this is not good. This is not disgraceful to sleep beside granny or mother. You are already grown up person. That's why you must sleep alone. And I don't like that way you are being brought up. Swami's father told, you are already grown up person. This is not disgraceful. You are sleeping beside mother and granny, and I don't like this type you are brought. I don't like this. You are living like this, his father told. Why do you look brought up? He said and looked at his wife, who was rocking the cradle. Why do you look at me while you say it? Asked his wife. She asked, I hardly know anything about the boy. And he was telling about that. Swami's father told him, you are sleeping beside your mother and your granny. It is not disgraceful. You are already grown up person. I don't like this you are growing up. And he was telling that, and he looked his wife. Swami's father looked his wife while saying that sentence. That time his wife answered him, why are you looking at me like this? I know everything about my boy, about the son. Why are you looking? She replied, no, I don't mean you said your father, said the father. Swami's father replied his wife, no, I am not telling that you are destroying my boy. I am not meaning that. I mean I am not looking like that you. He replied his wife. If you mean your mother is spoiling him, tell her so, and don't look at me, she said, and turned away. Swami's mother told his husband that if your mother is spoiling you the son, you directly told her so. Why are you looking at me? So his wife told him, if your mother is spoiling the Swami, tell her so. You are spoiling my son. Why are you looking at me? You don't look at me like that. She told. Who told? Swami's mother told his father, don't look at me like that. If your mother spoil your boy, if your mother spoil the Swami, tell her directly. You are spoiling our son, but don't look at me like this, she told. So this is the fifth paragraph is completed. Here is some questions after this paragraph. The question number first is, Swami's father drew attention to a report in the newspaper. What was the report about that? The question is that the Swami's father read the story that report in the newspaper. What was about that? What was the story about that? The reporter said that, the story about it, the reporter said that who fought with the tiger stayed on the tree for half a day. Why did he stay? First question is, Swami's father drew attention the report of the newspaper. What was the report about that? The answer is, the report about that a boy fight against the tiger. A bravery boy fight against the tiger, and he stayed half a day on a tree. After some people came and they killed the tiger, he come. So that story is saying, describing about the courageous about the boy, courageous of the boy. The second question is, the report said that the boy who was stayed half a day on the tree, who fought with the tiger, stayed half a day on the tree. Why did he do so? The second question is, the boy who fought against the tiger and he climbed the tree and stayed half a day. Why did he do so? Means why did he stay on the tree half a day? Which is the answer? Here are some three options here. He wanted to watch the tiger from the top of the tree. The first option is he wanted to watch the tiger from the top of the tree. The second one is he wanted to someone kill the tiger. He wanted to wait for someone to come and kill the tiger. He escaped from that place. Third is he wanted to take a rest for some time. He wanted to take a rest for some time on the tree. That's why he stayed there. Which is the right answer? The right answer is second one. He wanted to someone kill the tiger. The question number 3. Swami said that a very strong and grown-up person might have fought with a tiger. Do you think he made this remark out of his experience, wisdom, or belief? So third question is, the Swami said that very strong person and grown-up person only fight against the tiger. Small boy can't fight against the tiger. So Swami told this sentence by his experience. Did he told by his experience or his wisdom, his intelligence or wisdom, or his belief? Which is that? The answer is his belief. That was his belief. Only grown-up person, only strengthful person can fight against the tiger. That was his belief. Because the people are talking around and only grown-up person, only strong person can face the tiger. So he has heard that and he told that was really his belief. The question number 4 is, can you prove you have a courage? Swami Father said. Can you prove you have a courage? Swami Father said. Swami Father said, can you prove you have a courage? The answer is, was he joking or serious? Was a challenge or command? What was it? Was he joking or serious? Was it challenge or command? The question answer is, it was a challenge and it has become command afterwards. His father wanted to find out, his father wanted to recognize, figure out his courageous. That's why he asked him. The question number 5. The place where Swami usually slept was dash dash dash. Here is a fill in the blanks. The Swami was sleeping in the place dash dash. Swami was sleeping beside the granny in the room, in the hall, in the room. That is passage. The Swami was sleeping. Usually Swami was sleeping beside his grandmother in the passage. The answer is Swami was sleeping beside his grandmother in the passage. Question number 6. What is the disgraceful according to the Swami's father? The question number 6 is, Swami's father expressed his disgraceful and he told this is not graceful and he told I am not like this. What is the disgraceful according to the Swami's father? The answer is, according to the Swami's father, his disgraceful is the Swami is sleeping beside his grandmother or his mother. That is very disgraceful because Swami already grown a person, so he is sleeping beside the grandmother and his mother. It is not good. This is disgraceful according to Swami's father. So these are the 6 questions are here, and next up to 6 to 9 paragraph we will see another video. So I hope you are going to understand the story and you are able to answer the question. Thank you very much.